Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Broncos and the Colts. All that and more coming up next.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. The preseason is upon us. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, about to embark on that journey that ends with the Super Bowl. Greg, so good to finally have football back on the field.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter if it's preseason, regular season, playoffs. When NFL football's on TV, Mike, it's just better. And I'll tell you what, for these teams and a lot of these young players, this is the start. Just like you said, this is a journey to making the roster, a journey to being there in week 1. And for a lot of these teams that have playoff hopes, it seems like small beginnings, but this is where those playoff dreams and ultimately those Super Bowl runs all get their starts.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky. For so many guys on the roster, it's just check the box. It's one more step to getting to the regular season. But for these young quarterbacks, you just can't place enough value on how important these game reps are. And here for a young quarterback who's looking to prove his worth, but potentially being the starting quarterback week 1, how does he command the huddle? How does he manage a game-like atmosphere? Until you put him under the bright lights, you just don't know the answers to the questions.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did, pick up the first down.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. The pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold. On 4th down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. Dallas Flowers returns for the Colts. Indianapolis led out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. The number 4 overall pick in 2023. Had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his 2nd year in the NFL out of Florida.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, to that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Richardson. And he's got Woods. It's complete. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. They're called in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Dulcich now brought in motion. On 1st down, right back to Williams. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He gets this one complete to Reynolds.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On first down, it is Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Play action now. It's Nix. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. With that, we'll give you a look at the draft class from this past April. And obviously, anytime you select a quarterback with your first pick, he's going to steal most of the headlines. But this organization feels like they were able to add some other foundational pieces in the selections that follow. Yard. That's all they need on this third and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he will dive into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So it's back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
To return is Dallas Flowers. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of shotgun, Richardson. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll be third down. Looking to throw, Richardson. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Catch made. That's Woods. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here comes Smith on the return. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On the give, it's Williams. And this will be good enough for a first down as he gets up past the 25.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Broncos.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. Inside the 40. Down the sideline to the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll get this only to about the 10. On the bootleg, it's Nix. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Flowers now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And he'll get this forward to about the 33.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Richardson going to look to throw. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. One quarter in the books. It's the Broncos with the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll run here with Sermon. And he'll get this up to the 44. Jonah Ellis, the one who got him down. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. Huh.
Here's Flacco. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Flacco. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Anthony Gould was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Broncos offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And that'll give him lots of room. Out of bounds, up beyond the 30-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And that'll set up 4th down. It's Riley Dixon coming on now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Colts offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing, Flacco. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Now Flacco. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Flacco. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. Can't fault the effort. He got hit for a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Open is Troutman downfield. He's got it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. In this snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body, when you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he'll take this down to about the 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, Broncos. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now a return coming from the 14. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Flacco to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Evan Hull. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away,
that's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by P.J. Locke.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's 3rd and 2. Now it's P-Rock. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On the ground, this is P-Ron. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He connects with Mims. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down. Here's Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find them
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. This one complete to Dorsett. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. And that one not going to get there. And it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. We're going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand. Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts will cut the deficit down to 4. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Wilson. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he will score. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A return coming from the 14. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. The open man is the tight end, Granson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's Flacco. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Flacco. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment. The preseason is upon us as these two teams get things rolling. They'll have 2 more games after this to get ready before week 1 comes our way. It'll be here before you know it. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed. They'll watch the second half with the shoulder pads off, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Mike Tirico. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Sermon. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Alex Singleton, there on the tackle. Back to throw. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
At the 45-yard line.
Throwing, Flacco. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Flacco. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They go play action now. Wilson going up top. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. Here's Piron. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Broncos.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And their lead will stay right where it is. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Flacco. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Flacco to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Indianapolis.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
At the 22-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ashton Colts. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown. I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A run, it's P-Run. Up the sideline to the 40. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
The key to these toss plays, Mike, is that the back has patience. It's a mixture of you want to get that ball out on the edge quickly, but you also have to give time for the big boys out in front to give you some blocks. So really well executed there, and it led to a big pickup.
On the carry is P-Run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Wilson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt...
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free.
I'm sure the coach wishes he could have just called a timeout, because from the moment they lined up in that punt formation, the defense was expecting fake. There was nowhere to go. That play was dead from the jump, and that's a big turn of events here in this one.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Sermon. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll look to throw. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. Give them 14 on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
Nice play here by Adonai Mitchell. And, Mike, it's so important to understand in today's NFL, and teams continue to get better and better at it, the notion that if you want to score points in the passing game, it has to be a direct correlation to your ability to generate explosive plays downfield. And with Mitchell, it's a big reason why the Colts targeted him in this past year's draft. He is explosive. He can get downfield. He adjusts and tracks the ball very well. And then ultimately, you're not always going to be open. So if that's tight coverage, can you go up and compete for the ball? He checks all those boxes, and he's going to be a big weapon in this Indianapolis Colts offense. target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Matt Gay on now for the Colts field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. The drive will start on the ground. Able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2. They go play action with Wilson. He finds Mims. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball...
Now the rush finally gets to him, and he'll go down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They'll begin here on the ground. Room to run past midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to... And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous